Hello folks, Eric here again with Thrifty Survivor, and what I'm going to do for you today is a review on the LA Police Gear Atlas 72 backpack. Now what I'm going to do here for you before I really get into it is I'm going to just kind of spin around, kind of show you how it looks on me. Now I'm a rather small stature person. I'm 5'4" and weigh all of 140 pounds. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of set up the table so we can lay everything out. I'm going to go ahead and unload it so you can see the interiors, and I'll get into some of the details for you. So you just sit back and I'll be right back. Alright folks, I'm going to get into a little bit more of it here while it's still on me, just so I can show you a few things before I actually unload everything. First of all, one thing that you may notice here on the sides, I was able to mount a holster for a pistol and a magazine pouch here. Now the way I can do that, or the reason I was able to do that, is the waist straps here actually have MOLLE webbing, so you can attach whatever types of pouches or anything else that's MOLLE compatible onto the waist straps. I just wanted to show that to you before we really get into the review here. So once again, I'll be right back. You just sit tight. Alright folks, I'm back. And now I'm going to go ahead and kind of get into some of the details on the LA Police Gear Atlas 72. First of all, let's go ahead and start with what it's constructed of. It's constructed of 900D polyester with PVC coating. Now, the overall volume is actually 4,560 cubic inches. Now, folks, that's nearly 75 liters. Honestly, I hadn't done the calculations on this. I saw 4560. I thought, well, it's going to be a good size pack. Then I did the conversion and I realized how big this pack actually is. But what I like about it, even though it's of that size, you don't have to load it up that much. It does compress, and I'm going to kind of show you that here a little bit later. So you can really use this for maybe like a 40-liter type of backpack as well, and it's not going to be overly large. It's also not as tall as your typical 75-liter backpacks. And what I like about it is it's loaded with interior pockets so you can organize everything. Unlike, once again, a lot of your larger backpacks, which are more designed like a tote bag type of thing. Anyway, so let's get into it. Now on the back side here, a lot of it is covered up, and I'm not going to remove my IFAK here. But as you can probably see, and I'm going to move over to the side, this is all laser cut webbing. Okay, it's kind of like MOLLE webbing, only it's laser cut. The spacing might be just a little bit different, but it is compatible with MOLLE gear. Now on this top section from here to here, you've got loop, so that you can put, for instance, if you want to put a morale patch up here, you can do that. Or you can also add other hook backed pouches here if you'd like to do that. Now you've got several pouches, and I don't even know where to start on this thing. Now I'm going to start up here. You've got a small pouch up here, and I hook beaners on my zippers. Anyway, and what I've done here is I've basically put my fire starting gear and a little foldable shovel. And if you look in here, you've got a separate pouch here so you can kind of separate things. And the interior of this pack has, I guess this is what they call the PVC coating on the inside. It's really thick, really solid, unlike a lot of your quote non-quote waterproof backpacks. This is actually thick and solid. I would actually trust this to last a while. Now, and again up here, as you can see, you've got more of that laser cut webbing with more Velcro up here. A lot of folks are putting morale patches or name tags up here. You can use it for that. Now, I may zoom in on some of this a little bit later. We'll just see how that goes. Again, I don't have a cameraman today. Now, I'm going to kind of spin this. Well, actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and lay this down. Pardon me for turning my back on you there. It's just going to make this a whole lot easier. Now what I'm going to do is unzip this first compartment here, show you the inside. And I guess I'm going to have to spin it around again for you here. Starters, you got a pouch up here, and what I've stuck in here is a emergency poncho, some clips for my tarps to kind of close them off, and just a collapsible cup. That's what I chose to stick up there, but obviously you can use this for whatever you want. Kind of a small compartment, but it's convenient for any number of little accessories you'd like to throw in there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and zip her back up, because this time I'm doing it on a table rather than doing it outdoors like I did last time. Now here you've got two pouches which are actually perfect for magazines, and I will tell you that AK mags will fit in here as well. These are actually tall enough. My AR mags have got plenty of excess space up here. You could put AK mags. Now you may not be able to get the straps down, but they will fit. And down here, which is kind of hard to see, you've got I'm going to have to spin it around again here. I'm going to get my work out here, and I'm going to try to get this to where you can see it. You got more little pouches in here, so you can stick other things with Velcro. You also could even stick magazines in there. Now, I will tell you, if you have 4 mags in here, it's going to be kind of snug. I'll let you know that right up front. But in here, up here, you got another pouch, and I've just stuck some gloves with my titanium stove there from Lixada. And then here, you've got another pouch. And basically what I've got in there, and I'm not going to pull everything out, I've got some paracord, some strapping, more paracord. That's pretty much all that's in there. And you've got 2 little loops here where you can attach your keys. I went ahead and stuck a tick remover up there because I do take my dog out with me often. And of course, you never know, you can get them on yourself as well. Up here you've got another pouch. Now this pouch actually, this pouch up here, can be opened either from the bottom or from the, actually, no, this is not the one. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the wrong pouch. But anyway, yeah, this pouch just opens from the top. This one is mesh, so you can see what's inside, which is kind of convenient for some things. And I've got my fishing gear, some fire starting equipment in here as well. And yeah, that's about it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and close this one off and show you the next pouch. And this thing is just loaded. And when you find out what the price is on Amazon, I think you're going to be blown away, because once again, this is not the typical 600 denier. This is actually 900 denier, which is more rugged, tougher, should outlast the other, just for the fabric's sake alone. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring this up this way once again. On the side here, you'll see that there are these straps that you can remove, and you can call those cinch straps or whatever you want. Actually, the bottom one I already had loosened up, but what's nice about that is you can throw other gear in here, and that doesn't even count as part of the 75 liters, okay? A lot of folks will throw things in there that are kind of wet, like wet clothing. You can throw it in there, and it'll, with the meshing here, it can dry out more easily. I just threw my plates in there, my little forks and plates and bowls in there. Just real convenient. Something I'm not too worried if I lose, but I'll be frank with you, this is actually snug. I don't think you'll be losing anything here. Now I'm going to go ahead and loosen the other side. This is on both sides. And I'm going to come around once again and show you this side pocket here. Now these pockets, you have one on either side. They're identical on each side. Once again, you got more of that laser cut webbing. You can open these up, and these are great for Nalgene bottles. I stuck a little thermos in here for my insulin, a little multi-tool, no name, no brand. I mean, well, it does have a brand, but it's nothing you'd recognize. And my Schrade SCHF 37M. Of course, large fixed blade knife. Now, I'm going to go ahead and zip this one up. And on the other side, I guess I could spin it around, but I'll just let you know that it's identical. And what I've chosen to put in there is I got a saw and my water filter, that type of thing. And I'll go ahead and spin it around for you just so you can see what's in there. Okay. Now I'll let you know, I went ahead and weighed this with everything that's in here, and it came in at 40 pounds, almost exactly, 40, maybe 41 pounds. So the way I've got it set up here, it's a bit on the heavy side, but I do have a sidearm. I have 4 loaded magazines in here. Now I don't have the water bladder filled with water. So when you do that, it will add weight. I'll just let that be known, which I guess I kind of let the cat out of the bag that this is it's a bladder compatible. And I'll go ahead and get into the ports here. You got one on this side, and I chose to use the one on this side, okay? They're Velcro or hook and loop, so that you can kind of close them off, keep the water out of your pack, but it lets the tube run out. You've got an elastic strap here to run the tube in that holds it in place. If you want even better, I went ahead and purchased one of these little clips here, which holds it more firmly in place. I'll let you know though that they're not necessary. I just like to use them, okay? Now it does not come with the bladder, but you can pick those up on Amazon. They're not all that expensive. This will hold up to 3 liters. And when we get inside, I'll show you that there is a hook inside so that it will stay up. It was a question that I had before I purchased the pack, and I had to hunt around before I could find somebody that answered the question for me. So then I went ahead and went with the pack. Now, okay, we covered the side, and then on this side, like I meant, oh, that's the same side. Sorry, folks. I'm behind the pack. I got to turn it around the other way. Okay, now what I've chosen to do on this side, and I'm just giving you all some ideas at the same time here. And I know I'm messing up the tablecloth, but nothing to worry about. Over here, I use these straps here to throw my hatchet in. And this is the Fisker's 14-inch. And what I do anytime I throw something such as this hatchet here, I mean, it is kind of loose. It's not going to fall out, especially when you have it snugged up good on both sides. But just for extra security, I put a beaner down here. I just run it through the zipper strap or the zipper loop, and then I run the lanyard through it. That way, if for any reason it were to fall out, I wouldn't lose it. That's just what I do. Now, I know I'm out of frame here, but this is rather large, so pardon me for that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, okay, I got these 2 kangaroo pouches here, or this double kangaroo pouch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera down here for just a little bit so you can see more of what I'm talking about. Okay, here, once again, I got the double kangaroo pouch here. And I picked this up from Condor. They're not expensive. And what I'll do is I will throw some links down below for you so you can check a lot of these things out. And what they mean by kangaroo pouch is you can hold 2 rifle mags here with 2 pistol mags, or one on each side here. Okay, that's why they call it a kangaroo pouch. You got a little pouch in the front. I threw a little whistle here. You never know, you may need that. Now, I think that takes care of that side. Now let's get into the main compartment. Before I do that, I better, I guess we're good. I'm going to lay it down once again. Okay, I guess the zippers are on this side. Yep, that's not the one. I guess I'm going to have to undo this. Let the hatchet out. Well, I can't see what I'm doing. There it is. Because can't open it otherwise. Alright. I'm going to set that there for now. Let's open this up. Now, like I said earlier, I was debating whether or not to do this outdoors or indoors. I thought I'd do it on a tabletop today. I'm actually not sure if this is better or not. It allows me to zoom in a little bit closer. Okay. Now here we are into the main compartment. Now I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over to this side so you can see that before I get into showing the pouches. And yeah, you can see the side of my backdrop there. Okay. Now this is the pouch that I was telling you about that zips on the top and bottom. Okay, you can put things in this way or through the top. Honestly, I don't know why on earth I'd want to unzip it from the bottom. I guess if you got two separate things in there and you just want to get to the bottom one, you could do it that way. It's a little different, but anyway. And this is just a regular larger pouch. I got my little shower in there and basically my toiletries, toothbrushes, that kind of thing. Dental floss. Anyway, I'm not going to have to pull that out. I don't think you really all need to see that. Down here, you got yet another pouch, and I just threw basically some towels. You know, these are just those absorbent towels. You can pick these up at Walmart for next to nothing. Got a bunch of those, and that's not even all of them. And I think I must have paid $5 for the whole thing. So, all right, now in here, this is the bottom. Okay, I want to make sure you can see this. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera a little bit. All right, I think that's good. And you know what? I'm going to try to zoom in just a hair. Give you a better look. And I'm going to go ahead and get you all a little bit in closer to what I just showed you there. Okay, once again, these pouches, you got one down here, and one here. Okay, now let's move the camera again. Boy, it sure is nice to have a cameraman when you got one. Okay. Now I'm going to spin this around so I can kind of tilt this up. Yep, I just dropped some things. Anyway, in here, you know, I've got my hammock straps, Stanley stove, which some of y'all have seen before, gloves, scarf, cotton balls, another scarf, and inside of this I've got a waterproof box with alcohol stove and more fire starting gear. Here's my tarp for shelter, stakes and straps, that kind of thing, shmog, and got another article of clothing. Now this is what I wanted to mention here. This is the bladder compartment, and I don't know how well you can see that. I think you can see it now. Okay, it's got a hook up here, and you can just run this through. It keeps it from falling down. Just run your tube through here, and it comes out one of these ports here, and you just choose which direction you want it to come out of. Okay, something I didn't mention is on the bottom of the pack there are some drainage ports. Just, you know, if humidity gets in there, you don't want it to stay in there. Let's just say you throw some gear in there that happens to be wet, it will allow it to drain out. Anyway, they're there. So now this pouch here, you can also throw other things in there if you want to keep things separate. Personally, I just use it to keep the bladder separate from everything else. That's just the way I go about it. Now, let's take a look at the front. Okay, pick up things that I dropped. All right, now these straps are actually a yoke style. It's basically a single unit. They're well padded, and they're actually, they got this breathable. Well, both the straps as well as the back here have this breathable lining, if you will. It's well padded, very, very comfortable, I'll tell you. And I think you can get a pretty good shot of it there. Down here, and I'm going to go ahead and move the camera down a little bit. Okay. You can see this one here, and there's also one over here. Okay. What those are designed to do is to keep this from slipping around, like on your belt or on your rump. Okay. It keeps everything more in place, better in place. There's another drainage port there, and it looks like you could see it. And it's got a little gap in here for your spine. Makes it nice and comfortable. Now, on the top, all right, up here, that's the little pouch that I was telling you about. And that allows you to throw your glasses in there or whatever. A lot of folks use it for that purpose because that's really what it's designed for. It's got a soft liner inside of there for that purpose. Now, I'm going to go ahead, take this strap off, take both of these back, and you can see that. This also unzips. And a lot of folks will use this to throw documents in there, kind of like I guess you can call it an admin pouch, but it's very large. It goes all the way down. I mean, you can see where my arm's going in there, all the way down to the bottom of the backpack. This whole compartment opens up. And in here, you've got a removable backing that you can pull out or leave in. And I keep it in there. Some folks have mentioned, and I think it might be a good idea if you're in, like in law enforcement. Now, I don't know why you'd want this big of a pack for your typical patrol duties, but or maybe military duties, that type of thing. You can actually fit some of your ballistic armament. Not armament. Boy, I can't think. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word. Anyway, you can throw that in there and it'll fit just fine. And I think that's probably why they designed this to where this can be removed. You can replace it with something else. I don't know why anybody would want to remove it altogether and not throw anything else in there to replace it, but that could be done if you just wanted more room. You could do that. Now, I think that about covers everything on this pack. If I missed anything, let me know. No, you wouldn't know. Anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and move the camera up or zoom out a little bit so you can see me here. Not that you really want to, but okay, let's just kind of center the camera. Got to do this right, folks. Okay, we'll see if that works. Okay, now I mentioned that I was going to kind of surprise you with the price. This goes for $69.95 or $69.99 on Amazon. And I got to tell you, that is really an amazing price. I mean, this is a recognized brand. It's not cheap China made. Now, it may be made in China, but it's well constructed. It's a recognized brand. And I know law enforcement in many cases does use this gear. Not necessarily this specific pack, but they do use it. And some of them even will recommend this. So that says something about it. It's not El Cheapo garbage, okay? Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off for now. Now, once again, like I said, I will be throwing some links below, obviously for the pack, some of the other gear on the outside as well as on the inside, and the IFAK and that kind of thing. So there might be quite a few links down below so you can check everything out if you like. And once again, we are Amazon affiliates. So if you find anything you like, if you check the links out, and you should purchase something off of that, that helps support our channel, but it does not affect the price. You just would be paying the regular Amazon price. Okay, that doesn't change anything. It's just the way Amazon is set up. It kind of helps folks like us by helping support the channels. Anyway, once again, I want to thank you all for watching. Please give us a big thumbs up. Share, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. We do much appreciate that. and leave your comments below. I do my best to respond to every single comment that comes in. So far, so good. Now, it's getting a little bit busy now, but I'll do my honest to goodness best to respond to every single comment. If you got questions or just ideas, because we kind of all learn from one another. That's what we try to do. So anyway, once again, I want to thank y'all. Please, also you can visit our Thrifty Survivor website. I will let you know though that the site is kind of under construction at this point. It might not be too interesting at this point, but we will be improving that for you as well. Once again, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.